Hey guys, it's Burgos here, and in this video I'll talk about my ultimate strategy for the gear right one. And in my opinion, gear right one is the most important gear right, since you can get Neko's rings from gear right 2, but also in the gear right 3. So if you don't have strong defenders and healers to actually face gear right 2, and you have, for example, good marksmen and maybe mages, since here is more like flying units, you can go for the gear right 3 and you can skip gear right 2. This is very important. But for the gear right 1, there is no other place where you can actually get a gear for the gear right 1. I mean weapons. So for the gear right 1, if you check the map, currently I'm struggling with the stage 19. I guess everybody struggled there. I mean, it's like a 200,000 power jump from stage 18 to stage 19, but here we're presented with the legendary gear, so I think it's totally normal. But if you check the map, I think it's almost same for all the rights. Map info here is like this. Yeah, maybe on the stage 19 this actually changed. Here the map is going to change, but there is some couple components that is very important in the gear right one. First of all, there will be a lot of units, a lot of tanky guys and so on. So if we check the monsters, you're going to see all these monsters have pretty decent defense and maybe on half magic resist. So I think for here the best choice is actually to go with mages, and the game provides you with a lot of AoE mages. And as you can see, this recommended heroes is not coming from the game just decide to put these recommended heroes. No, this recommended heroes is from the popular heroes. Basically, the people who is defeating this stage, there is some kind of record, in my opinion. And the people who is doing these stages, they check which heroes they are used to actually do this stage. And in most of the times, as we can see, is Kmet, also Lisa, Zeus. Even though for me Zeus is not so good hero, but still is I guess it is easy to be get because I have Zeus already awakened at one time. And Twin Fields, of course. All these heroes is AoE damage. Vierna, in my opinion, is so far one of the best mages for AoE. Definitely, absolutely insane hero. And Morgan is actually ward with ward skill that's increasing AoE damage. So if you have her, huge thumbs up. So this is the way that the other people is doing this. Recommended lineup, you can see different players that is using different combos, and you can get some ideas from their combos, I mean their heroes that they use, and you can maybe balance something here between these heroes that the other people already do and try to make something, because as you can see here we have 1, 2, 3 legendary, even though this is a defender one. So all these other heroes is actually epic ones. Same for here, we have 1, 2 legendary heroes. Of course, we have heroes with a lot of legendary and of course less legendary or maybe epic heroes. Like this, you may build your combination for the gear right one. Of course, I don't know what kind of heroes you're having, so if I give you the strategy for the gear right one, it might not actually apply to you because you may not actually have these heroes. But here you can see the most used epic heroes, and you can start thinking how this epic heroes is working. For example, here we have Rat. So where the Rat can be actually placed. If you have your Rat awakened 5 times. Now I don't know if we're going to see. No, this Rat is just 1 time awakened. But if you have your Rat awakened 5 times, he get healing, he get AoE damage. And if you check the map where we can use Rat, you can use it here. These 2 slots here is going to provide you with chance the Rat just hitting the enemies that is hitting the wall, but the enemies is not going to hit your Rat. So you can get some extra damage from your Rat. I even have, I think, video where I use Arrogance and Theodore behind the wall, and they're doing pretty decent stun and very good AoE damage on the ultimates. So you can use some ground units here behind the wall. Of course, when the wall drop, your your units is going to die, but in general, in the gear right one, you should count only on one hero. This is very important. Just not one hero, but up to 3 heroes. That is going to be your main damage. This is absolutely same, for example, for the guild boss or maybe all the events in this game. You just need 3 strong heroes. And of course, from the recommendation, you can see some of the heroes is actually heroes that you may actually have. And this is Eona. She can be bought, I think, from the chest in the game. I mean, this is something like a hero that you can buy. It's really hard to get her, to be opinion. I awake her one time with these stuffs there. Well, with these stones. It's really hard to drop this hero in general, but definitely is very good hero. For the slow, you can use Mari, and of course here is the legendary hero. So this is the best way you can actually see and build some kind of tactic from your heroes. If you don't have time to go over your 100 heroes, you can see the most used heroes and think how the person here is using their strategy. And of course, you can replace some of the heroes with different heroes. Maybe let's get, for example, this one, Setram. You can replace him. He's a single target or multiple target, I don't remember quite well, but you can replace him, for example, with Nyx, because he is an archer. And multi-strike attack, okay, you can replace him with Nyx, for example, or other archer like Mao is also a good opportunity, and so on. So you can build one of these team pretty easy when you know what you're doing. So I guess this will be for this video, guys. I hope it was helpful for you. If you do, hit one like, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video.